Chords. I sure do love me some chords. Just the sound of this stuff is so beautiful. You know, just the sound of these inversions. Just the sound of these inversions. Makes me very, very happy. When we're playing guitar, we can start with one guitar. When we're playing guitar, one of the biggest problem that people have is to feel free. Now, I feel like a lot of us feel not free at times when we're playing guitar. And one of the reasons that I find is because we don't see the fingerboard. So what I want to talk about today is really being free with chords. So chords are important because when you write music, you can get inspired by different sounds and inversions. Different colors makes us feel different things. So by knowing the framework of these chords on the guitar, you can actually write better music, interpret music better, even if it's just 4 chords or a full jazz standard. So following this and practicing together with me today will actually really allow you a lot of freedom. So let's do it. What we're gonna do is work on the 4 main colors. It's major 7, dominant 7, minor 7, and half diminished. Each one of these chords have its own kind of sound. This is major 7. It feels homey. This is dominant 7. Feels like some tension. And then minor 7 feels like it's going somewhere. And half diminished has this darkness in it. Now, we're not only going to play one shape, we're actually going to really map the fingerboard in a very serious way from the 6th string, 5th string, and 4th string. We're going to do it exactly the same way with each one of those 4 colors. So it's going to take a second, but we're actually going to practice it together in time. So if you'll do this video and work with this a little bit, you'll be able to really master that, and that really is a lot. Alright, at the end of the video, I'll also show you how you can utilize this on a song or a standard. Ready? Alright, sure? Let's do it. We are interested in tagging the sounds and the colors, so really trying to memorize how it sounds and how it feels. We're gonna start with F major 7 because it's beautiful. Now I'm gonna play F major 7. That means I have F, A, C, and E. But in guitar inversion, this is root position, so this will be F, C, E, and A. Just technically, it's arranged differently than the piano. Alright, so root position and then first inversion. Now notice that I'm going to play only the last 4th string of the guitar. That's E, A, D, and G. I have tabs on this video like you can see, but also if you want the full PDF, it's on my Patreon. Thanks again for supporting and helping out. This is root position, then first inversion will be this. A little stretchy, but it's not a big deal. Again, A is in the bass, this is why it's the first inversion. The same notes, just in different combination. Then second inversion from the C will be here, C, F, A, and E. You can also use tabs if you'd like. And this is, again, F major 7 over E. Has a specific sound. Let's hear it against the F center, just so we hear this F. And when I'm playing that, I'm really telling myself, root position, first inversion, second inversion, third inversion. And I'm also aware of the bass, F, A, C, and E. Alright, these are the shapes. Now we're going to practice this, just that thing, that segment a few times together. Ready? 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. That's first inversion. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2. Back. 3, 4. Second inversion. 1, 2. 3, 4. 1, 2. Stretchy. 4 and back. Alright, cool. We're gonna do it one more time, a hair faster, but not crazy. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. You can 3. Let go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, and back. 3, and tell yourself what chords. F over C, 3. F over A, first inversion, 3, 4, and root. It's like kind of like gymnastics almost. Like I feel like we're gonna jump and run. Actually, I was just swimming, which was really fun. Nonetheless, now we're gonna shift to the 5th string. The same trick. We're gonna only use those 4 strings. So A, D, G, and B. Those 4 strings. This is our center. Now I'm gonna start with this chord over here. A little stretchy. Basically, this is F major triad over C, right? And then I'm grabbing the E up here on the B string. So it's a little stretchy, like, right? This is E major, so this is F, and then the major 7 here. So this is our basically second inversion, F major over C. And then we're gonna play this shape here. This is F major 7 over E. Beautiful. And then F major 7 root position, you probably know this one. And then F major 7 first inversion. Also awesome. I actually love this shape. I think it's so beautiful. Check it out. Woo. All right, so second inversion, third inversion, root position, and first inversion. Now in time, only from the 5th string. 3, 4, with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, and third inversion. 2, 3, 4, and root. 2, yes. 4 and first. Watch those fingers. And root. You got it. 3, 4, and third inversion. It's like yoga. And second inversion. Cool. Yeah, this one is stretchy, I agree. I never liked this shape. I mean, I still like it, it's just like stretchy. All right, now, and you can always like kind of do this if you're a little tense, you know, this kind of stuff just to stretch always is positive. One more time, so we really know it from the 5th string. 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. Yes. 2, 3, 4. First inversion. That beautiful chord. And back. Root. That's a third inversion and 1. All right. Now the 4th string. Ready? Of course you are ready, because you know it's worth it. F major 7, root position from the 4th string. Check it out. So this is the shape. Yeah, this is the shape. You got it. And then this is first inversion. Reminds us of this, huh? Sure does. Kind of the same. And then this is second inversion. Also your D minor 7, 9. Right? This is F major 7. And then third inversion. This is 13, 13, 12, 12. From the top, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, and 1. 2, 3, 4, and 1. 2, 3, 4, and third. And back through. 1. First in. And root. Cool. All right, so now let's say you practice this for a few minutes, half an hour, a day, a week, whatever you need to practice. You got it. Now you know it in each string, but it's not enough. Now we're gonna shift between the strings, but we're gonna do it in the order of inversion. So there are a few options to shift between, right? So if I'm starting here, I can go to first inversion here, and then second inversion here, or second inversion here. So it doesn't really matter. You can do all those options and try to see what's fun and what you want to hear. But what's important is that we control it, we hear it, and we can play it. So let's do it together. 3, 4 from the 6th string. 1, 2, 3, 4, and first. And I'm just gonna go up. 3, 4, and second inversion. Shifting to the 5th string. 4 and 1. This is third inversion. Now to the root and 2. Now shifting to the 4th string and first inversion. 2, 2. third inversion, and maybe even root. One more. And back. 3. Second inversion. First inversion. Now going to the 5th string. Third inversion. Second inversion to the 6th string. Back the same way we went. First inversion. Root. So you see, I'm just shifting between it and trying to see the framework. Alright, so I know it takes a second, but it really is worth it, believe me. Please. Okay, now we're gonna do the same thing, practice together, the same idea with F7. I know you're ready, let's do it. So assuming you know the F major 7, it's gonna be a little easier because it's basically the same thing, almost, right? So if this is F major 7, F, A, C, and E natural, now we're going to take that E natural and change it into E flat. So by knowing one thing well, right, and we talk about it a lot, we want to know and understand things deeply. So if we really know this F major 7 shapes and know the notes we're playing in here, then we can just change this note here. It's not a problem. Or, you know, if I wanted F major 7 sharp 5, it's not a problem because I know this is the 5. But again, we want to be flexible with the information. Nonetheless, now F7 from the 6th string. This is the first shape. This is root position. Again, the first, or I would say the last 4 strings of the guitar. First 4 string. Debatable. Tell me what you think. Drop a comment. So this is F7. This is root position. 1, 3, 1, 2. Tab it. Then this is first inversion from the A. Again, the same idea, just from A. So playing A in the bass. Second inversion, F basically over C. You know this chord. And then F over E flat. 11, 12, 10, 10. E flat, A, C, and F. And back. First inversion, a little easier because it's not that stretchy. And root position. One more time. Root, you can do it. 3, 4, and first. Second. Third, and maybe one more. Let's go up. Root, and then back. Third, first. Root. Alright, now the same thing from the 5th string. I know it's like meticulous maybe for you. I hope it's not, because I think it sounds great. Like, just listen to it. Oof, just the sound. Yes, just, it's beautiful. It's beautiful sound, F7. Who knew? Alright, so this is F7. This is the first shape we have, and then we're going to F7 third inversion, so F7 over E flat. Again, great sound. Let's hear it. Over F. Fa, and then this is root. You know this one. And then fa, the A in the bass. Also great. Root. Third inversion. And second inversion. Now let's play it in time. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and F. Root, you know this 1, 3, 2, first, and back. Just here. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, and I'm gonna play it one more time. 3, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, and you got it. And back. If it's boring, you can always go to the next one. And but it's not boring. It's beautiful. Listen to the sounds. Alright, cool. Now let's go to the fourth string, not third string. And all these sounds, you know, later on we can do a few tricks where we, for example, connect these two chords with a little diminish. There are a lot of things we can do to just make these sound even more interesting and connecting with chromatic stuff. But let's wait. Let's first learn the information. So F7, root position, just classic F7. And then first inversion will be here over A. So it's important to understand and see this A. Again, we talk about this mapping of the fingerboard, just seeing the octaves. And if I see these A's all across, I'm like, oh, of course, here's my friend A. Nice to meet you, A. All right. So first inversion, then second inversion, F7 over C, then third inversion. That's 13, 13, 14, 13, 14, 13, 13, F7 over E flat. Let's play it in time. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, first inversion. 2, 3, 4, second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, third, and back. 3, 4, check it down, check it down, check it down, check it down, check it down. One more time. 2, 3, check it, 1, 2, check it down, check it down, check it down, check it down. Third inversion. Let's go up 1, root and back. 3, 4, 1. First inversion and before we're done with the 7th chord, let's do it in time in order of the inversions. Here we go. 3, 4, F, 7, 2, 3, 4. First inversion. 2, 3, 4. Second. 2, 3, 4. Third. 2, 3. Let's shift. 2, root. First, another string. Shifting again. Root, just descending, same thing, maybe the same shapes even. Let's do that. Third inversion. 2 seconds. First inversion. Just feel that pulse and you have to do this bend. I learned that from Paul. Thanks, Paul. Cool. We're good. You got this. Now let's go to the next color. So we did major 7, we did 7. Awesome, you're halfway there. Now let's do minor 7. And again, I promise you this is something that you'll be very happy that you know. Once you know it, it's like, oh, amazing. I can do all these shapes and colors and voicing and just shift between them. So when you see chords, you're like, oh, all these chords are optional. When I have A7, it's like amazing. And then it's like, oh, this is A7, the flat 9, the sharp 9. Cool. All right. So F minor 7. Root position, same thing. The first or last 4 strings of the guitar, E, A, D, and G. Those set of strings, just F minor. So we have the F7. Just take this finger out and we get F minor 7. Then first inversion over A flat, one of my favorite voicings. Second inversion, a little wobbly here. And then third inversion. Maybe I should tune as well. Root, first, second, and third. Let's play it in time. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1. Party. 4. One more up. And 1. And now back. 3. That's third inversion. 2, 2, second, C on the bass, 3, 4, tag it, A flat in the bass, and root. One last time, 1, 2, 4. You got this. First inversion and root. Beautiful sounds. Even just that, I don't know, I just love it. Alright, now let's do F minor from the 5th string. So, this is our first shape, 3, 3, 4, sorry, 3, 3, 1, 4. F minor, 7, second inversion, so over C. Then, over E flat, this is 6, 6, 5, 6. Great shape. Then F minor over F minor, basically just root position, you know this one. And then first inversion. Let's do it in time. The first inversion is also great. I love it. This sounds, and this sound is just gorgeous. Alright, 3, 4. 1, 2, first inversion and back. F minor root. Second inversion. And that was second inversion. The other one was third inversion. One more time. 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. F minor, third inversion over E flat. F minor root. And first inversion. And back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Doesn't have to be perfectly in time. I'm not playing with a metronome, I'm just kind of like breathing it. Alright, we are at the 4th string, F minor. You're almost there, you're almost 75% done of this exercise. But this exercise will give you a lot of freedom. Promise. Alright, F minor, root position from the 4th string, and then first inversion over A flat. Beautiful. I use this one a lot, all the time. Yes. And then second inversion over C, and then third inversion, the easiest chord, just 13, a little bar here, and back, second inversion, first inversion, and root position. You can also do this third inversion here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, even maybe that. One more time. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Cool. Now before we finish the minor 7, let's do it in time in order of the inversion. 1, 2, root, and 2, first, and 2, second. Let's shift. This is the third inversion on the 5th string, 2 root, and then I'm going to shift again to the next string, and you don't have to sing what I'm singing, just feel that pulse. Or approximately that pulse, and then going back, descending, second inversion, first, root. How about I'm jumping here to the 6th string? Why not? You can. Don't have to go and descend, ascend, descend the same way you did it before. It's totally fine. And first, cool. Now the last color. The last color is half-diminished. Super dark, super intense, but also super beautiful. Usually you use this half-diminished sound as a 2 chord. So in the context of 2-5-1, for example, 2-5-1, we'll find this fret. Now in jazz also, the half-diminished, this shape will be often used as a 7 chord. So you basically kind of do this deduction where you use this shape, half-diminished, but you actually mean C sharp 7 or D flat 7 in this case, these flat 7, 9. Really cool. We'll talk about these things later. But right now, let's go over the shape. So F minor 7, flat 5. From the 6th string, again, 6, 5, 4, 3, these are the strings that we're using. F minor 7, flat 5. If this is F minor, this is C, C flat. This is basically the flat 5 of F. So this is the sound of F, half-diminished. And listen to that color, tag that information. Listen to it and tell yourself what it is as you go along. Then, first inversion, F minor 7, flat 5 over A flat. La bemol, fa, la bemol. And then over B. I mean, it's basically C flat. And then over E flat. Now you can think about that minor 7 shape that we had before, and then you flatten the 5 exactly, and you get that shape. So this is C, C flat. Again, one more time. Even not in time, just kind of like sing the shapes. This one is maybe a little trickier, less familiar. Super cool though. And then the minor 7, you shift it. That's how I used to think about it at least. And then let's play it slowly in time. 1, 2. That's slow. 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2 and back, 3, 4. Listen to the color. Boom. Oof, so nice. And F. 2, 3, 4. Cool. Now from the 5th string. So the same thing, the same idea. We're gonna play this shape at the beginning. Again, we had that F minor 7. Now C goes to C flat. We get F minor 7 flat 5, F half diminished. And then first inversion will be here. And then regular, the root position that is. This is the kind of casual chord that everybody knows. F half diminished, but again, it's a great shape. It sounds beautiful. And then first inversion. Let's hear it one more time. Second inversion, 2. Third inversion, root position, and first inversion. Now in time. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2, 3, 4. Nice, you got it. Now from the 4th string, this is F half diminished. Again, this chord will oftentimes be used as a substitution for this D flat 7. So instead of playing D flat 7, 9, just play this shape, and the bass player will play this walk. So F half diminished, then first inversion over A flat, then second inversion over C flat, and then third inversion over the E flat here. Again, one more time. For A flat, C flat, and E flat. And now in time. 3, 3, 4. 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and yeah, just play with me through F, half diminished, first inversion to root. Great. Now, before we're done with this, we're gonna play it in time in the inversion order. So 3, 4, play with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Staying on the 6th string. Now let's shift to the next string. 2, 3, 4. Let's shift to first inversion, 2, 3. You see what I'm doing? Second inversion, and third. And now we can actually descend the same way we went up. So second inversion, first inversion. Here we go, and root, 2, 3, 4, third. So a cool sound, huh? Took it to second, 2, 3, first, and root. So if you're with me now, I guess you do genuinely care about guitar. You want to practice it and you want to learn it. So I appreciate that a lot. Alright, so we just went over the 4 main colors. Now what we want to do is really internalize it. So you want to, when you're playing it, tell yourself the name of the chord, tell yourself the name of the bass that you're playing. So if it's A or A flat, tell yourself that information so you keep kind of tagging it in your mind and your fingers. Now let's try to take a little song. Let's take Stella by Starlight and let's try to play it only in one set of strings. So for example, I'm gonna take the first couple of bars. So we have E half diminished, A7, C minor 7, F7. Okay, cool. But I can play it all here. What happens if I just do this? So I'll start from just E half diminished over G, so first inversion, to A7, third inversion. And why do I do this? It's because I just want to stay in the same zone. So I see the shapes, and this is kind of basic but very effective voice leading. And then I'm going to go to C minor 7. So I can jump here, but maybe there's another option. So E half diminished, A7, aha, C minor 7. You see, the less motion, the less jumps, the better it is in this case. It's just like kind of smoothing things out. And then I'm going to play F7. Now you see what I just did? I had this F minor thing with a B flat on top. You don't have to do that, but that's the thing. If you see the chord and you know that this is F7, so you can just start embellishing and changing little things. Again, from the top, so E half diminished, A7, C minor 7, this is second inversion, to F7, or just F7, then F minor 7, just staying here, and then we have B flat 7. Well, you know, what do you know? Third inversion is just around the corner. And then to E flat major 7. So here I can go here, which I do like, but also this 7 kind of wants to resolve down, so I'm gonna do this. The 7 goes, the A flat goes to the G. This feels really good. Basically we can play A flat 7. I'm gonna play, how about we just play E flat minor major. Alright, so till there we have E half, first inversion, A7, C minor 7, F7, F minor, B flat, to E flat, and maybe E flat major 7, minor major that is. So what I'm trying to show is that you can actually do this on any set of strings. There's like, just from the 6th string. It's so simple, but so nice. So just, you know, just those sounds make me happy. You know, that transition between this E half to A7, then C minor, minor, C to F7, F minor. If a singer sings it and you play these chords and resolve this B flat 7 third inversion to E flat major 7, first inversion to E flat major, minor major, this is gonna sound great. With guitar, the low register is really beautiful to comp as well, because you just have this richness in overtones, so it's really beautiful. I hope this video was helpful. I know this is a little bit of work, or maybe not a little bit. Maybe it's gonna take you a week or even 3 weeks. But the thing is, this is really the baseline for improvisation, for writing songs that are maybe not the same thing you're writing right now, and also arranging things so you can really start seeing the inversions and making really cool things with it. Recently, I've been sharing with you guys different, chord melodies and these ideas. So all the chord melody, all the stuff that I'm kind of showing you is really coming from this framework, really from these basic 4 colors. Truth, there are different devices that I'm using, and I'd love to share more and talk about them. But if you know this stuff, it will really help a lot. So, okay, I'm not gonna say it again, so I hope you will. And I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.